Hi, welcome to Module 5 of COIS/FRSC 2750H, and this module concerns computer forensics. So this module, we're going to look at how we can, what type of information we can find on computers and what type of evidence that we need to present in a courtroom setting. So let's talk a little bit about evidence. Evidence is basically just proof of a fact about what did or didn't happen. Three types of evidence that show up in courtrooms. There's testimony of a witness. The problem with this is sometimes people's memories are a little foggy, or they can be persuaded with a little bit of incentive to change their testimony. Testimony of witnesses is being looked on, these days at least, as less valuable than other types of evidence. Physical evidence, so this could be, if it's, say, a murder case, a knife, or the smoking gun. And of course, what we're interested in is electronic evidence. So both cyber crimes that happen on the internet, and the usual types of crimes can leave cyber trails of evidence, especially with phones now. The smartphones keep lots of information that we can use in the courtroom. So computer forensics analysts are the detectives of the digital world. So what types of evidence are there? There's lots and lots. Artifact, inculpatory, exculpatory, circumstantial, hearsay. And the kind of evidence that we want is admissible evidence. This is evidence which is admissible in a courtroom. And some types of evidence that aren't admissible or inadmissible, tainted evidence. Immaterial evidence would be evidence that's not relevant in a lawsuit. Material evidence is evidence which is relevant in a lawsuit. So computer forensics is a science, and just like any other science, it follows a scientific method. So there's 5 stages. There's intelligence, forming a hypothesis, gathering evidence, test it, and come up with a conclusion. So as an example, let's say that you're a computer forensics investigator and you hear from a corporate CEO who's worried that one of his chief scientists is cooperating with some other company because he happened to see them talking to each other in a restaurant. So the hypothesis would then be that this scientist is selling information to a competitor. So you would plan out how to gather evidence of this. You'd want to go to his place of work, the scientist, then see what's on his computer, possibly get a warrant, if it's possible, to examine his computer at home. And once you've gathered up the evidence, we're going to look at the evidence, analyze the evidence, test the evidence to see whether or not it supports the hypothesis that he has been selling evidence to a competitor, and then finally come up with a conclusion as to yes, he has been, or no, he has not been selling evidence. So have fun with the module, as always. And if you have any questions, just send me an email.